Let's rewind this. So as we can see here, this athlete is getting ready to sprint to a starting block, and as we've seen, we know he failed. Here are the reasons he failed. During his preliminary movement phase, we can see that he begins it improperly. His arms are too far forward, causing his center of mass to be further ahead, making his body aim into the ground, causing problems in the other 4 stages. In the backswing stage, he's unstable caused by the preliminary movements according to biomechanical principle 1, stability, which you want for sprinting. However, in this case, he is too unstable. He didn't angle his legs enough alongside with his outstretched arms, causing him to struggle to regain balance later on and face pantsing into the ground. Because the preliminary and backswing movements were improper, it affected the force production and the critical instant phases. Because the legs of the athlete were too straight and his center of mass was too far forward, he couldn't apply the force necessary to accelerate quickly and overcome the first law of inertia using plantar flexion and the class 2 lever. In addition to his force being applied upwards rather than straight, through biomechanical principle 5, the direction in which force is applied, and Newton's third law of motion, the action-reaction law, he directs himself straight into the ground. Biomechanical principle 4, the impulse-momentum relationship, also applies to this failure, as without the use of all joints in the correct order, he produces less force, which means less impulse, in turn not producing enough speed/momentum to maximize results. His follow-through looks perfect until he reaches his second stride and all the previous mistakes catch up to him, causing him to lose balance and control over his forward momentum through biomechanical principle 1 and Newton's first law. Some corrections that would make for his preliminary phase would be to bring his arms closer to his body to position his center of mass closer to the body as well, increasing stability through principle 1, but also not making him completely stable, leaving some stability to turn into momentum, fixing a lot of later issues. Now considering he's stable, what he needs to do during the backswing phase is angle his legs more. His dominant leg needs to be at a 120 degree angle, while his non-dominant leg needs to be at a 90 degree angle, increasing potential energy usage. Now that his legs are in the correct position, he can maximize his force production through principle 2 and 3, being able to produce maximum force and velocity by using all joints in the correct order: ankles, knees, hips, trunk, shoulders, and elbows. Therefore, perfecting all the steps before the critical instant, helping him succeed. Fixing all the earlier problems in his turn fixes his follow-through. It originally was perfect for everything except his balance, but now with all these corrected steps, he is able to continue running and not fall on his face, unless he trips, of course. And all of these corrections turn this epic fail into a successful, efficient movement and skill.